to the last episode.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to just leave this up for a quick second because the episode will not all be based around this, but a couple of friends of mine, Ed and Shannon, they do the Taxi Stand Hour, which is actually a 2-hour show every Sunday morning. One of them, they're both 40-year veteran cab drivers. They know the business. One of them is in New York. One of them is in Minneapolis. And the first hour is always topical, and they talk about things that relate and whatnot. And the second hour is like, they play, they do football gambling with each other, and they go through some of that stuff and just kind of heckling each other. And they also have some really cool ways of like transitioning their hours. I'm going to show Gary maybe off camera because I think I got a good idea. It gives everybody an hour. It gives everybody like a 5 to 7 minute break at the top of every hour too, but it keeps you entertained. So I really liked what I saw today, and I've also been on their thing a couple times, and I jumped on to say hi today. But that relates to this in the fact that I didn't want to like spend an entire day doing this, but that doesn't mean in any way I have no respect for this. I think it is, and I think I'm going to use Ed's terms a little bit. I'm sure I'm rewording them, but 9/11 to me, I kind of feel exactly how he did when he said it today. Is that, you know, remember it how you need to. If you need to spend an entire day laser focused on it, okay. But if you can just remember and in your own way appreciate the lives that were lost, what everything that happened, and just take it in, because there's a counter side to that too, that dwelling in the bad too long isn't good, and it could bring up some horrible feelings. But as long as you appreciate the day, I liked the way he said that. As long as you appreciate the day in your own way, that just do it, move on. And he's in his manner, because they do a lot of football. He was like, and go watch some football, enjoy your day. And I kind of liked that. So I did want to throw this up. It's not the best image. I obviously just went and grabbed something real quick, but I just wanted to throw it up. And that's about it. So I don't know, Gary, you got family and stuff in the services.
I do. Yeah, and my son's about to
Do you,
go into service as well.
You're like, yep. I sure do. No, but I mean, like, do you have a? So I know you.
I don't have any police or firefighters or anything.
Okay,
like
that's what
that.
I was going to ask.
All mine are like actual military, Navy, Army,
Yeah,
Marine.
most of our family that is too. We oddly, I don't know if we have any police officers, but I know we have a few really people who have dedicated. We have a few family members who have dedicated their whole life to being firemen in Detroit. Now, and if you don't know, Detroit's on fire almost nightly. So,
right. Yeah, I think some of my family that I don't actually know, like I know them, but I don't know them. I think some of them, like some of my uncles and things like that, I think they were policemen back in the day and stuff like that. But I don't know them well enough to,
care.
Actually, no, not care. It's just I don't know them well enough to actually say how long they were a cop or whatever.
Right. No, I'm the same way, man. I have family.
I know my mom was a cop for 2 years. I do know that.
Really?
So, but that was back in her early 20s. I mean, that was way before me.
Like a beat cop, or like a working in the station?
No, okay. Like a beat cop. She was in St. Louis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, but that was like way before me. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to all those people, here's one thing I guess I will add, because this is just my feeling, but to all those people who do that job everywhere these days, not only remembering 9/11, but just what they literally have to go through and I'm talking about the good ones. Obviously, in no way do I want to affiliate with any bad police officers or any wrongdoings or any hate crimes caused by police officers, any kind of that stuff. Like, I'm not into it, the corruption part, obviously, but the people who do this because their families have done it, they want to do it, they want to protect and serve. I mean, I give them 10 times, 100 times the kudos that I would have 10 years ago, which was still a lot, because I mean, these days you're having people throw rocks at you and tell you, like, show me your ID. No, screw off. I know my rights. You're being filmed all the time. You take one step wrong, you're fired. You could be brought up on charges. I mean, it just seems like the good cops, thank God that they're there. Otherwise, this whole movements that have happened would probably only lead to a ton of bad cops, even more. Because who else would take this job?
I would never. I would never. I'd say that right off the bat.
Right. It's
You could.
I mean,
You
let's
could
be
not pay me
honest,
enough.
dude. Unless you have the love for it, you ain't taking. It's not for the
Yeah.
pay.
No, he's
you're
definitely
not
not.
doing. You're not doing it. Going, man. I can make bank as a police officer.
Oh, I could.
Nobody
I'd be
does that.
corrupt.
Don't even
I'm
say
just-
that. You just wrecked
I would
everything.
be.
Gary just wrecked everything I said. That's the end of the stream. um, but I was talking to Gary off camera right before we came on. I do want to share to you guys because
Hold on,
I
before you
mean,
get into this, let's say
okay.
happy birthday to Daphne's daughter.
Okay. How old? You don't have to
Yeah.
say the name or anything that might expose anything you don't want to say, or if you do, but how old? Are you talking about the
Some do.
corrupt ones, or are you talking
No,
about
legitimately.
the
He
super
said
veteran ones, Noah?
he
Oh,
said
legitimately.
legitimately.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes, they do,
Yeah.
but those people have put in their time. They have moved up the ladder. Like if you go decide to be a cop tomorrow, you're not going to be making any money, and you're not going to be making any money for years. You're going to have to build.
Same with military, though. Same with military.
Well, military, you just know, dude. That's been the case forever.
Well, I'm
I mean,
saying
that's
it's
why
the same
that's
way.
why you're in the military. You can't even afford a house.
Right. Well, I'm saying it's the same way.
If they
though.
didn't have
Military,
you
police,
somewhere,
both. You have to work your way up through the ranks.
right? But I feel
I'm
like a
actually
police
looking at
officer can,
San
a police
Francisco.
officer can go get an apartment or some form of housing and a car and everything. But like when you go into the military, a lot of times, like the Navy, for instance, you're gonna be on a ship. So they got your housing covered by the ship.
Yeah, by the ship.
So you're not making much money, but
If you want to be the highest paid police officer, well, not officers, chief in the nation, it's San Francisco, up to $300,000 a year.
But that's pure corruption. I mean,
No,
that
it's
one
pure
is
corruption.
because
How's it
the San
corruption?
Francisco.
It's police
No,
chief.
dude, because the San Francisco is the most corrupt department right now. They're letting robberies go on daily, dude. They don't even stop them anymore. They've literally given an order not to.
Did not know that.
Dude, you didn't know about these smash and grabs? All the smash and grabs that are coming up
Well, I mean,
everywhere
there's
else in all
crime
these cities,
everywhere.
but they all originated from San Francisco has been destroyed, dude. CVS is like almost completely gone, and they had like 42 in the Bay Area. They've had to close them all because even security guards. I'm surprised you haven't seen all this. Just stand there and
I
watch
don't
everybody
watch it.
run out.
I don't watch the news. News is like
I'm
depressing.
saying on any YouTube or dude, it's all over though. It's viral because, and it's been going on for for 2 years. People are leaving California in droves, but people are leaving California running, sprinting out of there, or San Francisco.
Okay, for actual patrol officers, California, New Jersey, and Alaska and Washington are the top four, starting at 107,000, ending in Washington with 82,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's
So,
to me though, that's still not enough for me to go be a cop.
No, of course not. Plus, dude, that I'm telling you, you don't walk in and, hey man, here's your first fucking paycheck. And if you do, it's gonna be like, by the way, here's the corruption list you're gonna follow, or else we're gonna beat you to death, pistol whip you.
But like Roy said here though, you don't think that's because the mayors are saying it, not the actual cops themselves? Because I mean, a lot of cops just follow whatever trickles down.
You know my view on police officers. I live in a town where I love a lot of them. I've worked with a ton of them. They're great people, actually. Great people. And maybe I've been lucky. I don't know. I'm sure there's a bad egg or two. But for the most part, Denver's pretty lucky because I'm not just talking about 2 or 3. When I was working in the bars, I've worked with several cops, different departments. I've had incidents and had to deal with them on deeper levels. I've met with commissioners for bar meetings and stuff. So I'm very. This is the only city I can say that about in my life. I've lived half my life in Michigan, a couple of years down in Florida and Miami, and then here. And I've also done a lot of traveling. I've never been tied into a police system like I am here. I can, you know, I feel like I really understand here. Um, are they tough cops here? Absolutely. But do they ever as a group cross that line? No, not at all. In fact, it's more the opposite. If you were a bad cop, I don't think you'd make it here.
Well, that's what I was saying though. Is like Roy said, it's a lot of the mayors and Gigaholic said it's because the law changed. Do you think that those cops are just doing their job, or they're genuinely just bad cops? Because a lot of cops just follow whatever's trickled down to them because they want to, follow their
Well,
superiors.
yes, but dude, there's every police department in the country is taking applications. So like, dude, if you go to a department that's that corrupt, my suggestion would be don't go, I guess I can be corrupt. Don't change your moral compass.
Well, that's what I'm
It's more
saying.
like, hey,
But
maybe I should move to a
well, no,
different
no, I'm
town.
not saying they're corrupt. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like by allowing, like Gigaholic says, the law changed. Anything under 1,000 not
Yep.
considered a crime. So by them not doing anything, that doesn't make them corrupt. They're just following the
No,
law.
but no, because now, I mean, dude, there's ones where they've already, I mean, you can tabulate it from just the videotape that they're taking. I mean, what the smash and grabs in Chicago, let's say. I mean, they're taking like I'm not good with brand names, Gary. I wish like
Sony,
Marissa or your wife was here or something so they could help us out with this.
oh,
But
like
you
purses,
know, like yeah, like one of the bigger companies or shoes in Chicago,
right?
they're dropping these windows and they're taking $800,000 worth of merch.
Wow,
I mean, they're taking everything and they're
that's a
going in.
lot.
And the way that, dude, Smash and Grab started a couple of years. I mean, they've been going on for a while, but started during the pandemic with like 5, 6 people doing these. Now they've moved up to 40 to 50 people just to keep the confusion so high. That like they smash, they all come in, 40, 50 of them run through the window, and they have like 2 minutes and they've got this thing dialed and they're all just grabbing and taking everything, but they're all running so quick and in different directions. You can't tell who anybody is. I mean,
Yeah,
and
it says
usually
that
when they
they
happen,
passed a.
they happen during daylight hours, dude. And the store managers just stand there. And I'm not saying they could do anything, but they're not even like scared like this. They're just like, oh, it's a smash and grab. Just stand back.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like I can understand the employees doing that because they got insurance.
Yeah,
Why
no,
endanger your
I'm just
life?
saying though,
Like,
they're not even feared by it though. That's like, oh, it's Tuesday. It's like
it's Tuesday.
no, I mean it's just become like a thing. Like they're just like, oh yeah, I worked at 2 other CVSs that got smash and grab. Damn it, they're gonna close this. Like that's what they're
Yeah,
thinking while they're getting robbed.
yeah. Now I am watching it now. They're in like Nordstrom and Macy's,
Yeah,
and like they're just,
yeah, there
yeah.
you
I
go.
see. I
It's the
seen the
stuff
video
that
here on YouTube. Yeah, $420,000 worth of
I mean, we're
stuff.
talking. We're if you grab one thing in those stores, we're talking over $1,000. So I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, this says that they're, and this was from 3 months ago. It says that they're passing more laws to try and aim to crack it. I don't know what that means,
you just got
but
everybody has to remember that I know Roy's in here, and good morning, Roy, and good morning, everybody. But one thing I will say is that um, how do I word it? I need to be careful here.
he
Well,
wants to be
Governor
he
Newsom,
wants to come
Governor,
off like he's not an asshole.
I'm trying, guys. um, no, but Governor Newsom, I think we can all agree this isn't crossing party lines, and honestly, this doesn't relate to my political standpoint. But Governor Newsom is not doing a good job. That's just my opinion. I'm going to say that has nothing to do with his political affiliation and his party affiliation. I'm just saying him as a person, he's doing a horrible job, even at the little things. Like you can't do this, but I do it. I mean, he gets caught in these every week. I mean, he just got caught in one over the air conditioning thing. He did that air conditioning speech about how everybody has to turn their air conditioning off. It's only a couple more weeks, but the power grid's strained. He did that like 2 days ago.
Right.
And he was wearing, he's like, I know it's hot. We're all going through it. He was in a zipped up fleece coat. So he was in like a 62-degree cooled room. You're like going, you guys got it. I know where it's 111, but turn your air conditioning off. Enough's enough. Like, really, dude? You don't have a bead of sweat and you have a
Well, yeah,
fleece
it's
on.
do as I say, not as I do. I
Right. You
mean,
can't go to
all
Montana, but I
politicians are like
can.
that, though.
I
Yeah,
know.
all
You can't go to.
politicians are like
I
that.
know, but during the pandemic, he really every time it was like the same day. He'd say, "Can't go out to restaurants," and then he went to French Laundry.
I know.
And it's like the photographers got him that night. Like hours before, he said, you have to stay home." And there was a holiday. It was Thanksgiving was coming up. And he's like at the French Laundry, like partying. Like, come on, man. And I'm not saying that everybody should have gone out to a restaurant. Again, I'm not crossing that line. I'm just saying I'm not a big fan of his, period. I think that, and again, it also relates to things he did with AB5. I just am not a fan of Newsom. I think he's, all politicians can be corrupt, but I think he is as corrupt as they come.
I think they're all corrupt, every single one of them.
But so here's the one behind Newsom, though. Let's go to San Francisco and dive in a little harder. That's Pelosi territory, bro. And she's a crazy psychotic nut. Yep. I mean, I don't even mind saying that straight up.
She did the same thing,
she is a crazy nut.
She went, saying,
"No, she's right.
Stay home,
no,
stay
no.
home.
My
she
point
got caught
is,
on camera everywhere.
San Francisco is her territory. That is her. She lives there, and it's her. What do you call it? Her region. Her. In California, it's spread a little more, but often you only have one house or one Congress member to a state, let's say. But California's broken up a little bit different. So, I thought Chris put keep Nancy, but thank you. I don't want Nancy. I would throw Nancy in the trash. I would throw things at Nancy. I wouldn't kill her or hurt her, but I would throw poop at her.
What, yours or somebody else's?
I don't know. I mean, whatever I could find, I guess.
You're just gonna go around and pick up some cow manure and start throwing it.
We have a lot of dogs around here. I can't
shun her like they used to do witches back in the day.
Like stone them.
No, not stone them, but like you watch them old, medieval time movies. They're throwing food and rotten food.
Oh yeah,
cow poop at everybody that's getting marched through the square.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they did that on Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
I remember that in Game of Thrones. They made her be naked.
Yeah,
and have crap. She had to walk like the entire city.
Right, the entire city. Yeah,
everybody got a chance to throw their trash at her.
Yeah, that's what he wants to do.
I think that if you're a piece of crap, you should have to do that. Yeah, yeah. I think that if you're a piece of crap, you should have to do that. I think if you get caught in the middle of something, and those who nowadays can't find a way to wiggle out even with their attorneys and have to go, yes, I did that. I think there should be a poop walk.
A poop walk.
They should.
Can we at least keep their clothes on?
Well, I mean, like, why not? Why not make them cross dress or something? like those just completely awful people, that are like 70 should not even be still running and just dirt bags. Like, make them put on like a stripper's thong and a top so your junk's covered, but you even look worse, and then let me throw poop at you.
Anybody else willing to sign up for the poop throw? Just
and to bring it around to the gig economy, there is an app in San Francisco that does track human feces. So what you do is, because they have so much poop that you go and you take a picture of homeless people's poop and it plots it and it puts your picture up. Can't remember what it's called. It's called maybe Poop Finder. I don't know. 250. Yeah. I mean, I think some people are, I think there's different levels. I think you have your people, you have your very little percentage of people who really, really do want good things. They try and get into politics even now thinking, hey, I can make a difference. I will try my best. And I applaud the heck out of them, even though it's just an uphill battle that without some kind of major real change, I don't think the changes that we implement here are anything that will ever help. But without some kind of major shift, isn't really going to help. But I'm glad that they're there and trying. Because if it's going to be corrupt, at least let's have all sides in there representing it and making arguments and holding things up that are bad. That's the one thing I can say about politics, because sometimes something would be so bad and both sides are so sneaky and conniving, they'll sneak it through. But
I thought you was joking when you said that there's something that actually tracked the poop in San Francisco.
no,
There is a website.
let's bring it up.
What?
Let's bring it up. Share it.
All right, let me share this. Hold on.
See, Gary was doubting me again. I'm telling you guys.
Wait,
And
what do you? Okay, Marissa, if you're watching this,
Here-
as soon as Steve dies, clear his browser history.
just melt the computers.
Let's see.
I
Okay,
mean,
right
seriously,
here.
Marissa, just buy new computers and
Check this out.
melt everything. But yeah, and I don't know how bad it is now, but you used to be able to zoom in, and as you got closer, it just
you
was
can't.
more
You
and
can't.
more and
Watch
more.
this. Like this one's 513 poops right here. See, like I click on it, so 530. You zoom in, and I mean it gives you every.
Look at
little
that, people.
poop.
That's what I'm talking about. Look how
Like
much poop
the
there is on the
address,
street.
human or animal. Like look how much poop there is in San Francisco. Wait, it says more view. Let's see it. Okay. The more view didn't actually do anything. It just shows you the house that it's at. That's a nice house too. They got poop in front of their house. What kind of people are going around just taking pictures of poop all day?
Do you know what I learned about this? Do you know why I learned about this? Was like a year ago, right? So this has been around for a while, and I learned about it because I was watching some news from San Francisco feed about gig news, and it rolled into their normal news while I was taking some notes, and I just hadn't turned off the stream, and it moved into the city news, and it moved into this website that had been created. And I was thinking the same thing, like, dude, this is weird, man. Like, you can take pictures as long as it doesn't show the like the person's junk or anything of them taking it, if you're willing to, like, stealth a homeless guy taking a poop. I mean, you can do all kinds of weird stuff. But it really, what I found out, dude, from the news thing is they're like, I think that they even were pretty weird about just saying, maybe it wasn't shit, but it was something close, because they were like, there is now an app to see that no matter where you go in San Francisco, you will be stepping on shit. It's everywhere. And then they went to commercial break. I'm like, I got to watch this. So I waited, watched it. And I know one thing that it really has done a lot for is people who blindly buy real estate have actually, this doesn't make or break their decision, but they look if it's a poop zone. Like if you live in, I don't know, if you live somewhere and you're just going to be sight unseen buying a house, which people do now, and you're going to buy it in San Francisco, people are using this not as their determiner, but it's another factor. Wait, okay, where are we getting that house? Let's look that up on the poop page. Like,
where's the DoorDash office? Let's see how much poops in front of there.
Well, see, if you notice right there, see all that major all those big piles where you're seeing like 250 and stuff, that's Market Street, because I think that's the Bay Bridge. I can't really read it.
There's Market Street.
That wasn't
right
the
here.
Golden Gate, right? But if you go up and to the right, that was the Bay Bridge.
Yeah, right here, Bay Bridge.
Yeah, that's the Bay Bridge. And so the Golden Gate's over to the other side. But yeah, if you look right there where that biggest poop is, right, that's the Golden Gate. That's where it gets a little nicer. So maybe
somebody's shit right next to the bridge.
Just one.
Just one.
Does it say
just one?
Does it say one, or does it say two?
I don't know. It says supervisor too. Why do you need a supervisor?
It's a guy comes by and does, like, remember those, I don't know if they still do them, but some clothing companies would have inspected by 4.
Wait,
just something that was like so
some
basic, like 4, really. I wonder if somebody
somebody
goes by and does that, like like puts it on the poop, inspected by 2.
somebody took a shit in the ocean and then took a picture of it. They're on a boat. I wonder if they was on a
I
boat. They
guarantee
just
you they
like
were on a boat, dude.
took a shit in their own boat.
Yeah, but they
They
might have
just
taken
wanted
a
to be out
picture
there.
of the yeah, they just wanted to do that.
Yeah. They just
I
wanted
mean,
to
look
be
at
out there. Yeah.
Oh no, that's not Alcatraz. That's what is that called? That's
Look at
the
this one.
island over there.
14,951.
That's the market. That's what is known as the Tenderloin and the Castro. Like Dave Chappelle talks about the Castro often. He calls it America's anus. He's like, you ever been to the Castro? That place is America's anus. So the Castro district and the lower and the Market district and where all that stuff comes together, that is like junkie headquarters. That is where they're trying to, or they are now fighting to, and they even their state legislator and their the mayor of, not the Castro, what is the district right next to it? Maybe it is partially the Castro too, but they're fighting for no, or they're or not fighting, they're not going to pay taxes anymore. They're going to stop paying all property taxes.
DoorDash is off of Market and 5th, so they're somewhere right here.
Right. All, dude, to be honest, all the big companies are down. That's where the big companies are.
Right in front of it and take a picture.
Where's Dark Road 1 when you need him?
Right.
I mean, he did the chicken suit, balking and jumping on the Uber door till they came out. And then he ran and he had a motorcycle helmet on. Oh, God. God bless Joe. So yeah, I did bring up a couple of fun things. I gotta save one because or some because they've got maybe music in them that would be copyright. So if anything, I would do it at the end or something. But I got to show you these. They're pretty funny. So I'm just gonna do 2 quick TikToks that are really, really funny. No matter how they were created, if the one was staged, I don't know. I just find this pretty wild. Let me see if I can get it with the volume. Okay. I like this one. This is a good one. Okay.
What was it? What was it?
She walks in with a dog. Listen to the start.
Well, I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't?
I can't hear it. No.
Are you kidding? Wait, this happens to us once in a while. Why is that doing that? I don't remember what fixes this.
I don't know.
You don't remember either?
Post a link in the private and let me see if I can't bring it up.
Yeah, I actually have that's why I downloaded them to the desktop. I should really be able to. Let me see if I can just add them as a video clip or something.
Well, I was just going to say, just open up if you have the thing.
Oh yeah, it's adding it as a video clip. I can just do it this way. But both of these just are 2 funny ones. Yeah, if you didn't hear it, it don't make no sense. But
yeah, that's why I was like, what?
Yeah, no. It's to stop sharing, and then I do this.
Was that your dog?
No, it's my fucking cat, bitch. I need 10 on 1.
Okay.
That's what you call a fucking cunt.
That had to be staged. That just had to be staged.
But it was still
funny.
Funny, dude.
It's still funny, yeah.
But this one, you guys, everybody can appreciate. It's family friendly, but it makes a joke at going off your meds. I don't know how she does that with a straight face, dude. I have mad respect for that skill. I don't know. I find
So
some
now
weird
now
stuff
we
on
know
TikTok.
what Steve does in his downtime: finds poop and watches TikTok.
Not only TikTok, I find like good stuff. Like I will play one more. I know this one has a song, but it's just too damn good to not do. Really is.
Well, what's the song?
I love this woman. She is awesome.
But it's on TikTok, so how can it be copywritten?
Well, it's on TikTok, so it's not, but it's going to play here. I just love that people find these ingenious. That's what I like about TikTok is when people like, she probably works in the restaurant. She's there. Nobody's there yet. And she's like, I'm going to make a weird TikTok. Like, I'm not about the ones that have a song and then everybody jumps on the rhythm and does that.
Right.
And like 30% of TikTok is that for a week or that kind of stuff. I'm more about the, whoa, I've never seen anything like this. This is awesome.
People just having a great time.
Right. And the chick, by the way, the chick that I showed with the off her meds, she actually has live streams where she talks about the meds she's on. And she actually is off them sometimes. And when she's off them is when she makes these. Otherwise, she does these live streams about how much they affect her. So these are kind of like the jokes in between to kind of lighten it.
Right.
It's
lighten the mood.
She talks about some heavy stuff, but when she does these and lightens it, I think it's pretty funny, man. Yeah, you want to take me off my meds? All right. This is how people end up like this. You know. No, it probably was staged. Yeah, of course. And Gary said it too, but I don't care. I thought it was hilarious. I don't know what it is. It's just that opening part of, hey, is that a cat? No, it's a dog, bitch. I don't know why. Just bust me up. Steve, that is gross. What did I do?
Oh, she's talking about the poop. She was on an Uber ride or something.
What? Oh, by the way, what is the website called?
What was it? Oh, the poop thing? I don't know. Let me go Google it again. I just typed in.
Is it like Poop Google Finder? I would imagine. Poop Finder.
San Francisco Poop Finder map is what I typed in. Yeah,
you better tell your wife to burn everything too.
That's what I thought. I said I Google so much stuff during our shows. Don't ever look at my history. It's
to be honest, you wouldn't
arcgis.com.
Wait, ARCGIS?
I'll post it. Yeah, I'll post it.
Okay, I guess I'm not even getting the acronym there or whatever. ARC. What does it stand for?
I don't know.
Each letter must stand for something. That must be their name. Because that's just too weird.
That didn't bring it up. Hold on. Let me put the whole
link. I see it.
But like you click on it though, it brings up some type of payment. What? I don't know. Here, let me do it like this.
That's what you said. ARCGIS.
Yeah, but it doesn't bring up the actual poop map. It brings up some other website. So here, I posted it here. I'll post it in private for you too, though. There's the poop map.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's because it says arcgis.com apps. I knew it was an app too. You can get the poop app. Because the poop app is what you need. If you live in San Francisco, you need the poop app to take the picture through the app to use its GPS to
something's wrong. Something's wrong with people. They're just walking around alone. Do you get paid for it? Do you get paid for taking poop? Is that why there's so many people taking
No,
poop?
man. I think this movement started because people were just so disgusted. This is what the city's become. I've joked with Roy before about how, San Francisco is two types of people now, the homeless and the 1%. That's who lives there. It used to have all walks of life. but you can't live there unless you're top 1% now of the country, or you're homeless. Those are the two people that live there. So I don't know. I think they were kind of pointing out, like, dude, look at how out of control this is, because this was a pandemic thing. Why they did this? Like, dude, this is
I
getting
would think that there'd
ridiculous.
be more poop in the park, though. Like, there's a park right there, and there's hardly any poop in it.
That's where they
Like the
live,
Golden Gate
dude.
Park.
I'm not gonna shit.
Oh, they're
you
not
don't
gonna
shit
shit
where
where
you
they
eat.
live.
You never heard that? Don't shit where you eat, man. Well, definitely don't shit on your bed.
Yeah, but you know, bear shits in woods, so go to the woods, take a shit.
Right? I don't know, man. I hadn't even thought of it till we were just kind of talking San Francisco, and I'm glad I remembered, because I always meant to make note of that page. Now it's here.
Now
I
he's
don't know.
bookmarked
I
it
think
so
it's
he
I
can-
think it's hilarious, man. I don't know. If I went to San Francisco, I'd download the app. I'd probably take a poop. I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd go do it in some weird spot, like on a roof. Like,
on
Jesus,
a roof.
what's it doing
So
up
I
here?
took a big ass turd. It's Steve shit.
I wonder if you get like extra points if you claim it's yours. Like, I did that.
I did that. I'm not cleaning it up though, but I did it.
It's like 2 ways to submit. You take the picture, and it's like, I stumbled upon this, or I did that. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, so real quickly, I will just move past what through anyway what people might want to look at. If you guys want to, Flex and I have been doing, and it's not been often. It was supposed to be once a month, and we actually fell behind on that. Even we were like 5 or 6 weeks of not doing one after doing a couple. And we did one last night, a Mothership Connection podcast, which is just something fun we do. And it's just, they're 2-hour live streams, because Podbean cuts you off at 2 hours, and we allow everybody from around the world to come in. Well, we had a guest last night on the 3rd episode that blew minds. I mean, a lot of this stuff, you guys, I even told Gary beforehand, we can't play it on here because a lot of it I don't agree with. And he crossed the line on some of the stuff he was talking about that we're not allowed to talk about here on YouTube. So even that just couldn't be played, no matter where you stand with it. But this guy is a genius. And I'm not just saying it because he told me. You will notice that right off the bat. He's 68 years old. He spent most of his life selling heavy payload weapons for the U.S. government. And he actually has a security clearance, and he used to do about, I think he said he was doing about 15 world podcasts on UFO and alien phenomena. But he is now only doing 3. There are 3 big ones. Like the one in Canada he does has like 50,000 viewers or listeners weekly. And then he's been on Coast to Coast and some of the other bigger ones too. So I mean, he's really well known. He's sending us a bunch of stuff. Everything we talked about, you'll hear if you do decide to listen to it. We do talk about it, and everything that he says, yeah, I'll send it to you. He's sending us. We got him the way to send everything to us. Because it's not stuff you can find. I don't know how we're going to get to it, but he's like, no, it's not on YouTube. It's not stuff you'll find on YouTube or Google search and stuff like that. He's like, but I can get it to you.
Does
but
the guy
so
live in a camp? Does he live in a camper? You know,
Nope.
like the crazy nuts and
no. He's actually, dude, he spent his whole life like moving around. I mean, you can tell right off the bat, dude, that the guy knows his stuff, because he's talking military, and he's talking about weapon development for like the first 20 minutes and advanced weaponry, and how he actually explains how most or all the people who are involved on that kind of level don't even know what they're doing. They're all compartmentalized, so that
Correct.
they're doing this, and then somebody else does this,
Right.
and they don't even know what they're really doing. They don't know what the end product is. They're not privy to that. But he gets into some way deeper, deep stuff. So you guys, I'm not saying that that I will that I buy everything that he said. What's that?
It's Roy.
Yeah, I know who it is. Dude, Roy could change his name and his avatar, and I'd know his comments. Come on, man. That could be a that could be a rainbow and say, Susan, and I would know that's a Roy comment. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, we did. I think it's engaging enough. I went back and listened to like 30 minutes today, even, which I normally don't do. But this one was that kind of engaging. Once we got him on, which is about 15 minutes in or about 12 minutes in, really it was kind of let him run the show. I mean, I interjected to kind of to bring us back if we needed to. Hey, we need a little more on this because I think we passed over it too fast. But I only interjected 3-4 times. He really the whole time did not stop. And he's like, "Did we cover enough?" I was like, "Geez, like, dude, I mean, we had 3 times as many people in that live than we've ever had on Podbean." And I guess that's not saying a ton, but I mean, there was a lot of people coming in and coming through. But yeah, it was quite the conversation. If you feel like delving into something where a lot of it will make sense, you won't agree with some. Again, a lot of it goes to alternate historians who talk about messed up timelines and what we've done in wrong years and things like that. We got into the Freemasons, I mean, just all kinds of stuff, weaponry. We got into what is it called? I will tell you this because if you guys want to Google this is kind of how we knew it was going to be a deep dive last night, was because, and there's some things he's doing that are pretty out there too. I'm not saying right or wrong or anything, but if you Google TR-3B and then space the word Astra, ASTRA, you'll get a look at these things that are being produced by major companies here, and they're put up in space, and they're actually appearing as like stars and stuff.
It says anti-gravity spacecrafts.
Yeah. And their purpose is to destroy the planet if need be. And but like if you're looking up from a lot of points in the country or in the world and you're seeing a lot of stars, a lot of them now have been, like, he was saying how there's 90 over the US of these. Like a lot of things you're seeing up there are these. And we're paying, like, he was talking about like 25 years ago, each one was like $12 billion or something. And that was like then. Like now he's like, I don't even have a clue what they would be now. But they're being produced and put up there, and that's no joke. You can even he's sending us coordinates for any of you that have nice telescopes to be able to look right at these. He said you will see every detail, and that yes, they can be picked up. I know this from working with lasers, by the way, but he did point out you cannot use any kind of laser technology to look up into space. You can't. And that is true. You will get a major fine.
That's not
so
what I was
make sure you're using
at.
optical lenses.
So Roy put that comment, right? And then right after, Marion puts this comment.
So Marion, you didn't join us last night, but you're oh wait, no, you did. You did join us. It was your sister that didn't, because sometimes you guys have both been in there, but you did. So I think Marion was there for most of it. I don't know, Marion, what did you think? I mean, it got crazy. I know it did. I mean, I don't go back and listen to what I could remember every detail, even of today. And I was like, I gotta make sure that, like, wait, what? But I mean, like, we went into some dark.
So why would they be putting stuff up in the space to blow up the Earth? Like, even if aliens did take over Earth, why would you want to blow up all of Earth?
You got to listen to the episode. I really, and we can't play it here, you guys, because again, it
Right.
crossed way too many YouTube restriction lines alone. And he talks a lot about a former president, and he talks a lot about scandals with that president. And on Podbean, we can do that. I wasn't agreeing. I didn't put a political face on. I'm just saying we heard him out. He is a expert in the field. And if you're wondering, well, how much credibility does that field have? It actually does have a ton. Like this guy, maybe you're like, well, you don't know that from this guy. Okay, but I know that field has a ton. It has retired naval officers and things of that nature who have the utmost training. And these groups are, as the years go on, getting a lot more public attention. So
It's saying what you told us to Google here says that it's part of the Space Force program.
right. Well, again, guys, I shouldn't have even told you about that. Go listen to the podcast if you're really interested. You can scroll it up to about 12 minutes because I had some audio issue in the start. And then we get into this with him. And I guarantee you, like, if you just have it on in the background, you will not turn it off. It is, there's never a dull second, and he doesn't stop. And his flow is very good.
I put the link there in the chat, so
okay, maybe yeah.
They can find it. Right
yeah,
there.
guys. I mean,
I'm
again,
sure Steve can put it in the show notes later.
Yeah, and the other thing about that, I don't know if I said it on here, if I just said it to Gary, but I will say that the podcast, unlike my podcast, Rideshare Rodeo, where you can go to anywhere and get it, like Spotify, Google, Apple, whatever you want, you can go get it. We don't put the Mothership podcast does not go out on any other platforms. So you have to go to Podbean, and it's not because we it's not a money thing or anything like that. It's that we just don't want it to. If you want to listen, you don't have to you don't even have to be Podbean. You can just go to it and listen. You don't have to download the app or anything. But when we do go live once in a while,
yeah.
And you can join us on a speakerphone. It's so easy, dude. Right. It's like, and it's really good sound quality, but you just tap a button. We bring you in. We can have up to 8 people. It's kind of a nice platform. There is no video. But there's a chat and there's audio. And I mean, last night was a show for sure. Flex and I both left there going, and we both even talk about this kind of stuff, but this guy took us way out there. And I'm not saying in a bad way. I mean, some of it, the guy knows his history, man. He knows his history for sure.
You know, I found a t-shirt for that too. I'm going to buy one.
For the poop app?
No, for the Astra TR3V or whatever. Yeah.
Is it on their website or is it like a funny one? Like
it's on
killing Amazon. Earthlings since 2025. Yeah. But realize this is what I'm pointing out, you guys. This is, I don't even want to say it, but this in the podcast, it tells you we're putting these up there. That's all I'll leave it with. That should intrigue you enough to want to go listen.
Yeah, now I got to go listen to it because I like arguing with Steve and Flex about this stuff. So
that's
so I can argue with them over it.
Well, I think that if you do, it'll be more of a conversation that can be on YouTube that we can all have where we might actually agree more than you think. But you're definitely not gonna miss the brilliance of this guy. I'll tell you that. I mean, you can just tell in his talk. I mean, he knows the lingo, he knows the language, it flows. He knows his stuff. And I know his name. He's around that UFO upper end people who like it was very cool that he came on the podcast. I thought but he loves getting the word out there. And like he told us last night, he said, I'm 68. You know, my whole I've been through a lot physically. He's got some things going on and other things, but he's like, I'm finally starting to back off the podcasts, and I only do my primary 3 now that are the ones that really get out there. And he's like, and the people I work with the most. So, but he did come on ours and gave us about an hour and a half of his time. You know, isn't it Roy that's always saying, why are we talking gig talking?
I was just about to say that. I was just waiting for you to pause. Like, Roy, why are you talking about gig work? It's Sunday Funday, man.
Many times even. You know, Jesus. You bust our balls every time, dude. Let's never forget, Roy.
No.
Come on, man. Like you can't bust everybody's chops for when we talk a little gig work on Sunday. It seems like you come in right at the time we do it too, and you bust our chops, and now you're just in here dropping gig work. I mean, the only thing I got, so you're trying to start an argument.
Maybe he's maybe he listens the whole time and he's just like, oh wait, now gig work, now I can type.
Right. We love you, Roy. Don't ever stop being you. I mean, I mean, right, but you can just tell. I mean, like even his laughing emojis and stuff. He's just in there prodding. He's like, hey.
Yeah, he is. He just likes to poke. I know. He's great.
Oh my gosh.
So now let's talk gig work since Roy brought it up. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, I did have something else too, but I'm telling you guys, I really had it's very rare this happens. I talk to a lot of people in strange situations and things like this. I've known a lot of people who in strange situations, but last night really kind of, whoa, man, it was a mind grenade. Like I'm still collecting the pieces of my brain off the floor and putting it back to.
So is it just like you guys are just like randomly like, hey, ready to go live, or do you guys actually schedule anything for that?
Well, we were, but then but it was supposed to be the last Saturday of every month, but then we were talking about doing it more, and then we didn't do one for like 6 weeks. We both got super busy, and last night was the first one that we had done again. So I don't know. I would like to see doing it. You know, I told Flex, I said, it can be the last Saturday, sure. The live stream, the one thing about Podbean that is weird also, but cool, I think, in its own way, is that, and we found out last night, it's 2 hours and 2 minutes. So at 2 hours, you get a warning, and like I can't type in the chat anymore saying in 2 minutes this will end, meaning wrap it up. You should have already wrapped it up.
Right.
It's like the extended 2 minutes.
That's why you just tell everybody up front, be like, hey, we got 2 hours. That's it.
And that's what I did last night. I'm like, hey, we got 2 hours, and if we're not done, it cuts us off. Because the first time we did it, it cut us off, and we started a new one and ran another hour, and that was just wrong. I like the 2 hour window. I think it's great.
Right.
Because you're watching the timer, and you got to stay within it. So I don't know. I thought it was yeah. And I mean, this guy last night
I like getting in there because like I like arguing with Flex about aliens. He's very passionate about it, so it's great.
I mean, I'll tell you, I am too, but my views are more middle of the road. I mean, let's be honest. We talked about this last night, so I don't feel weird saying this. I mean, even the government's finally saying, hey, here's some breadcrumbs for you guys. We'll never tell you the truth, but here's some. Right. Yeah, there is aliens. We've been lying to you, but shut up. Pay your taxes.
Shut up. Pay your taxes.
You know, it's like, pay your taxes because we're telling you this 1/100th of 1,000th of a % of what we know. And this guy really, that's a good thing to leave it on with that, is that this guy really brought around that part too. Why that is, what's up with the Freemasons, which I already know a lot about the Freemasons, but he even taught me a few things last night. It was interesting. It was, let me put it this way. It took a minute to go to bed too. I had to unwind after this.
His mind was just going. Yeah.
No, dude, just because some of it's so messed up, and I mean, he brings everything around, but some of it's dark. I'm not gonna lie. Again,
so you got your teddy bear all cuddled up in bed.
Yeah, I went to my safe place, just stuck my thumb in my mouth, and cried myself to sleep, man. I was looking because so I know Truth has been in there, but she wasn't in there last night.
But
her
froze on us. He's an alien.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, for a second.
Am I froze? Am I froze now?
No,
Really?
No, you're good now.
Oh.
It's just like split second. Either that or is mine, one of the two.
Right. Well, Marion was in there last night, and she said that. Here's her comment.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay, but that's well said, Marion. That's exactly how I would say it. Madness, but in a good way, for sure. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe Marion will agree with this, but if you had come into that last night and stayed for even 5-10 minutes and listened, there's no way you left. There's no way you left.
What time did you guys do it last night?
I didn't see this. You asked me if we plan it. Flex was still working, and I was hanging out with my son. I was actually doing what you said you were going to do the other night. We were watching some Cobra Kai. Don't tell
I still
me
haven't started. I haven't
No.
started it yet, so don't tell me. I haven't
Yeah.
even started it yet because
Yeah.
like I'm gonna binge watch it all in one day.
Yeah, well, we're gonna
Like
finish it
like a
today
normal
like that.
person.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
binge
we're gonna
watch
finish it
all
like
one
that
day.
today. But we were doing dinner, and he's like, "Let's start it." And I was like, okay, we'll start it. So we got like 3 in. I'm not gonna say a thing, but it's another. And for those, if any of you are judging Gary and I, screw off. No, just kidding.
I don't care.
Judge right, no, but if anybody isn't watching Cobra Kai, I don't know why you're not. Honestly, it's the only kind of, and in those were movies even, but it's the only like time something gets brought back where it's like, wow, they did a really good job at this. Like Abe, I mean, just keeping it on the level with everything.
I think they did an okay job. I wouldn't say great job. I'd say they did an okay job. Like
I think I say great because
like,
I liked the
LaRusso's
movies when I was growing up. Right.
Like the guy,
but I liked the movies when I was growing up. I'm guessing you did too.
I did, but like I said,
okay,
both of those,
so it just made
them
it
are terrible
easy
actors.
To jump into them. Right, and dude, the whole cast ain't that great, to be honest. Let's not even lie.
Right. That's what I said. It's good. It's not great. It's not great. The acting's pretty terrible, but like it is what it is. I watch it because I grew up on Karate Kid and all that stuff, so I watch it. But
also, I don't think this is a spoiler to say if you haven't seen it. I will say this: like every season, this is the 5th season. They've been cranking them out, but every season they have a way of bringing the characters back from the movies, and it's pretty amazing to me that they're able to do this because we're talking 30-40 years later. And these guys were like kid actors and stuff, and it was about karate, and now they still need to keep it about karate. And you'd think, well, this is going to be pathetic. They're just all going to be old, and a lot of them are old, but like they somehow do it in this kind of genius way. I don't know. And when I say genius, it's because if they knew they had a major like following when those movies were coming out, and those people still are out there, so they will absolutely give it a try. And if you give it a try, I guarantee you'll get hooked in to watch it. Like Gary said, you can watch them and you can watch a season in a day. It's one of those. So, hey, what's up, Brian?
What's up, Brian?
Hey, what's up? I did click the link.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't, because it would have brought you here.
It did this time.
Yeah, he clicked the one up top, which is right by my name.
Yeah, it took me a Middleton. I'm like, wait. What's up, everybody in the chat?
The stream.
Hey,
I posted the stream there for people to join us.
Did you were you there last night?
No, I missed it. So I'm like, I hopped on Flex's live like late at night, and he looked like his mind was just blown. Like he was just sitting there.
I know. And I actually, normally when we do it, he's live on his and he tries to broadcast it through too. I actually went back to his stream because after I went over there just to kind of decompress with him for a few minutes before I went to bed.
And like some of that stuff,
I was like, dude,
take a breath.
And I guess though this morning I was just kind of scrolling through it, and the whole time we were doing those 2 hours, he was just sitting there. He wasn't talking. And I was looking in the chat, and people are like, "Is this how he ends his streams?" Because he was just so shell shocked. He was like going. I mean, we both were, and if you. if you could hear, if you had heard what he was hearing, but even Flex couldn't have put, he knows how to do this, but even Flex couldn't have put this on his channel. You couldn't have, because it was
went a little too deep.
It wasn't just the ET stuff. It was getting very into politics and the kind of stuff that gets you strikes on YouTube that we all have to be a little careful of. So I mean, every 10, 15 minutes there would have been a major strike or two. He'd be talking about some stuff and really going, and then it would be like he'd just all of a sudden bring our former president into it and get dark and rooted. Oh God.
Uh-oh. Now we got Roy.
You guys are all up into this.
Tinfoil hat.
Dude, you got to have it on the top.
Well, shit.
Send one my way.
You're gonna get struck by lightning with that thing.
I had to come prepared for all this alien and crazy talk up here. Come on now.
What's up, Roy?
No, man. I just come prepared, man. I don't want the aliens to get my brains. So.
Man, I know that I know afterwards you came over to, like, right as I was going to bed and we were finishing, you came over to Flex's live stream. Didn't he look a little out of it?
Dude, he looked so high, it wasn't even funny. Shit.
Yeah, but I don't know that it was the normal Flex thing. I think that he really was. We were both a little snapped by this. It was crazy talk. I mean, but it wasn't crazy talk. It was out there, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Bud Soda? What's up, Bud Soda?
Hey, sorry, I can barely hear you. It's very loud in here. I'm at Five Guys, so
okay.
Didn't wake up on time today. Cracker Barrel rocked it for how slammed they were. I mean, every table in there was full. There was a wait to get in. They got it out to me in 15 minutes. Big $80 order. So, like, superstars there. Like, I thank them profusely. I took a chance on it, and I knew, like, breakfast joints on Saturday, Sunday mornings are bad news usually. Well, enough about gig work. So, what do you think of the car I'm thinking of getting? I'm thinking of getting a Honda Civic and an Accord.
What?
The Accord's $1,000. It's got a little bit of issues, like the keys broke, stupid stuff like that. The Civic's a 5-speed stick. Well, they're both 5-speed sticks.
Why don't you just get one?
I want a backup. I have 2 plates I don't use.
Is it the same seller?
No, one's local and one's way like out of area. Damn it, I missed it. Sorry to slam the table.
Tinfoil hat, Roy.
Right.
I'm prepared, Gary. I got it.
I know.
Prepared.
I said if those storms keep up in Las Vegas, you can get hit by lightning, dude.
Roy, you look like a stork right now. That kids cartoon where they used to have the snorkels on their head with the tinfoil.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Aaron, like we know.
Just know if you're laying in, just remember, if you're laying in bed and you all of a sudden see this, and then you wake up and your ass is hurting, the aliens got it. The aliens
you guys got, if you have any interest in that stuff, you got to listen to that thing from last night. You don't need to listen to our first 2 episodes. We were just trying to get things figured out, but you got to listen to that one from last night. Gary posted it.
Where's Agent J when we need him? Come on now.
Oh my gosh.
Will you post that in the show links? And I'll check that out once we.
Yeah, I'll put it in the show links too. Yeah.
Cool.
But Gary had put it in there.
Yeah, I put it in there earlier, but it's better if you put it in the show link.
Yeah, I'll put it in the show links
after. Yeah.
But you took it right. Did you take it right to the episode, or was it just to the page? Yeah. Well, because if not, it's episode 3.
It took it to the page where it is, but
okay.
That way, in case they want to listen to the other one. What's up, bud?
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but my brightness screen on Maximo's not working half the time for some reason. I don't know why. Damn it.
I don't know. Is anything else working?
Yeah, everything else works.
Apparently, Grubhub's working because we can hear that in the background.
Right. Respect the
Nope.
stream, but soda.
Nope. I missed it. I missed it again. The bell don't go off till it's too late. It's really annoying.
I'm gonna make cowbell my ringtone.
Restart your phone.
So that people think I'm doing
He's not respecting the
I already restarted it once, but I'll do it again.
About gig work while doing gig work.
I know. I'm just asking about his app.
I would suggest resetting your accessibility services and then restarting your phone.
He's not respecting the stream, y'all.
That's why we mute him.
Sorry. I had a question for Gary.
We're just playing. playing. Don't get all serious.
Dude, just
get all serious, man.
But don't mute yourself.
We're just playing with him. Dude, look, you're getting all
I'm gonna
serious.
be loud, so.
Oh man.
How can I see the chat
no
while
word.
I'm in here on cam?
Remember when I was muting him? Now I'm unmuting him. Every time he
I
mutes
know, right?
someone,
Every time. Oh, it tells me I can't unmute them because they mute themselves. Does it let
For
you?
God's sakes, wait a minute.
How can I see the chat
chat
while I'm in here?
You gotta like tap the bottom of the screen or something and hit chat instead. Like it'll cover up your video.
Oh, okay. So I won't be able to see you guys, but I'll be able to see the chat.
What if you turn it sideways?
I don't know. I don't use it on a phone. I think StreamYard's trash on a phone. That's what happens when he turns it sideways.
Yeah, this is sideways. Upside down, sideways.
Yeah.
Back where we started.
Yeah. I guess it's second device, really, if you're on a phone.
I
You need a second
I don't
device to
use
watch
it.
Oh,
it.
there we go.
Yeah. I mean, you can look. You can take some time and look. But yeah, I don't know. At the chat, if you're on a phone, if you're on a phone for StreamYard, you can just go away from it for a minute and come back. Yeah.
I see Rodney in here. I see Jackie in here. I see everybody. I see Aaron in here. Damn, Aaron just crawled out from the caves of fucking Alaska to come on here. He's probably working on that underground alien stuff.
He said Roy wants to talk about what the aliens did to him.
They didn't do the shit, man.
Roy's your ball hurt.
That's why he got his hat.
Oh yeah, that's why he's got his hat. I forgot.
He learned,
hey, what's up?
He learned from past experiences.
Aliens ain't gonna get it. God damn it. Aliens ain't getting me. God damn it. I'm prepared.
Go to Roy is Roy and click on his affiliate link. He is selling those aluminum foil hats.
$9.99.
Roy, sponsored by Reynolds Wrap.
Yeah. Exactly.
You can cook a turkey and defend from aliens.
Aaron said, "Roy, it must be PTSD for you."
And that's what it is.
That's the infomercial, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, and it's dual coated. Did you see the beauty coat? Then you got the extra strength on the inside, so you can flip it inside out.
The fact that he even made that before he came on is awesome.
It slices.
He's like looking at the turkey instructions. Like, well, you need to cook it for an hour per pound, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, I thought it'd be fucking hilarious. I went there and grabbed the tinfoil.
It is hilarious. It would have been more hilarious if, like, when we started, if all five of them us had them on and said, "You guys better get ready."
I at least got a hood.
Things are happening. Yeah, I got a hoodie, but that doesn't protect you.
I mean, it's kind of conish looking, so.
Yeah, but Reynolds Wrap says on the thing, alien protect 99.9% alien protectant.
I'm more logical. Like, I think aliens are too smart to want to probe my butthole.
Yeah, again.
Continue on Arsenal Street for half a mile.
Last night had nothing to do with that stuff. So,
Well, I don't know. I don't know how much the aliens would even bother with gig workers because their assholes already reamed out by these apps. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it kind of covers the whole spectrum of assholes that this podcast and
the apps are already the apps are already fucking us enough. We already got big buttholes, so aliens probably be like, yeah, fuck. Don't worry about them.
I think to be honest, I mean, I don't know. As I remember it, and again, guys, I mean, I'm not an expert in the field at all. I just have an interest in it. But I mean, as I remember, a lot of that anal probing with the gray aliens and stuff, that was all in the 80s. So they must have gotten past that, just like we did bad haircuts and bad clothing styles.
That was just a phase for them. They grew out of that.
Right. They're like, why are we doing this again? And the guy's like, shut up. Just keep doing it.
It's in the manual.
Right. Yeah, we're dealing with
if they're that smart, wouldn't one butthole be enough?
Well, not really. You know, the only reason why they probed us in our buttholes anyways is because people have their heads up their ass half the time, and that's probably where they thought our brains were. So that's probably why they checked their butts.
It's because we didn't read all the terms of services. That's why Gary's butthole is safe. He reads terms of services. We all just go, yep, I want my video.
I have another question.
We don't want to talk gig work.
No, like it's about my phone. Do you think it's just my phone because it's getting that stupid error message again that like force close it or stop it or whatever? And I get that once in a while.
Did you do what I said? Reset your accessibility and restarted it.
Yep.
Gary,
mine's up right now.
Gary has a switch on the wall that says Bud Soda. I've seen it before. And he sometimes he just flips it off and he's like, I'm just going to see if it drives him nuts.
You're an asshole.
So
I learned something. I can't go back and forth with UDM like I do you. We just don't jive that way. I love UDM. So.
And plus, we're not dealing with gray. We're not dealing with the gray aliens anymore. We're dealing with the green ones. So we're a little bit
green one. Yeah.
You know, on Sunday, that's why it's Sunday Fun Day. I feel like I'm allowed to do this. I step away from all the other things where I have to be professional and want to be in. What this is more about just whatever's on people's minds. Let's talk about fun subjects or weird subjects.
So could aliens be like olives? Like they matured like the olive, and that's why they went from green to gray and gray to green.
Well, according to, you got to listen to the podcast. He actually covers the species. Even he's pretty like he was on it too. Like I mean, from what I've again from alternate historians, there's about 100 recognized in the world who are like truly recognized alternate historians, where some of it is just specific timeline altering because we don't have a sense of time, and we didn't at back in the past too. So some of the years, even presidency years, may be mixed up, and it does matter. And he put that timeline together a little bit last night. But those alternate historians really know he's in that. He's like in the list of people who doesn't specify in one thing, but he's in that top 100 alternate.
I think you need to check his TikTok for a video like that chick about being off her meds, because he might have one of those.
That was a good video, right?
Interesting fact, though.
I want to know her.
on NPR.org, it says the reason why they probed us was they wanted to see if they could have sexual relations with us.
On NPR or The Onion?
It says NPR.org.
Well, isn't it NPR.com?
No, it says .org. I'm looking
at
it.
But National Public Radio, I think, is .com. Though.
I don't know. This is NPR.org. That's why I said NPR.org.
Oh yeah.
When did they get off?
I think you're trashing the reputation of the real news NPR with some.
No, I'm literally reading the URL that's in my browser. If
I'm just. Is it the same NPR? Is my question.
I don't know. Google it.
Yeah, they got off the Janet airline.
You know what NPR is, Gary. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
National Public Radio. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this one.
I just want to see. I just want to see. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm gonna have to go to the airport sometime, see if I can find that hangar for that.
Is this the same one? Because that's npr.org on mine.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's their logo, unless they're just stealing it straight up. But if you go to if you go to npr.com, you go to npr.org anyway.
Well, I don't understand. What I don't understand is I watch Star Trek, I watch all those, and why do these aliens have such lame ass fucking UFOs, man? Why didn't they got some like Romulan ships and shit? They got these circles and shit. Like, what the fuck, man? If they're so advanced, why are we looking at Romulan ships and all we see is silver fucking flying saucer things? What the fuck? Come on.
They advanced. Yeah. They're past that stage in their technology now.
Oh hell no.
Wait, you know what? From like the 40s up, it's been a round saucer every single time. Like
there's lots of different shapes, dude.
Right.
There's lots of different things. I mean, in fact, this thing we were talking about, this thing that you wanted a T-shirt from, Gary, that is, those are triangular. And triangulars are seen a lot.
The thing.
Yeah.
Well, you say they're seen a lot, but then you look at these videos like okay, I'm in Florida and I can capture pictures on my cell phone of the rocket going up into space.
Mm-hmm.
But how come all these people have such crappy pictures of any spaceship ever?
The most recent ones from even the Pentagon are pretty good. And dude, the things that I've seen good ones too, never got copies. This guy told Flux and I last night, and we've already communicated enough. He's putting a bunch of stuff together, but he's going to send it our way. We're going to have, because we said the same thing. Again, people need to listen to last night because we asked things like, what is up with that? Because I know that there's some good stuff out there that does show a lot better. And especially video that shows movements that we just don't have the capability to do. We just don't.
Oh, God, I don't know. I'm with Gary.
Or obviously,
we got cell phones that can take pictures of the moon, and you can see craters. Well, so we can all we get is a blurry UFO all the time. Like,
right.
So, but right. Mitch Hedberg used to have a joke about Bigfoot. He used to come out and open his show with, "I think Bigfoot is blurry."
Yeah, right.
Yep. Fellow gig worker back to tip out.
Maybe the UFOs are jamming.
Love Mitch Hedberg. Love that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. When the aliens crack the DoorDash algorithm, I'll be impressed. So.
Yeah. I don't think they want to. I don't think they care. I think they're laughing about it. Like,
they're laughing.
Wow, these people.
Right.
I think they're laughing at the fact that when we say, "Oh, we cracked it," and they're like, "You didn't. A, you didn't crack it. B, it'd be like take us about a millisecond." And C, it's just funny to watch you. Like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot. He dropped a lot last night, and because it was Podbean, there were no holds barred. Everything was said. The origins of a certain virus we can't talk about. The Captain F man that we can't talk about. He went in deep.
The bat ball soup virus. Is that the
Nuclear secrets? What?
Bat ball soup virus.
Yeah.
People eating bat ball soup and shit.
Yeah. I mean, there's just a lot in there, you know. I wonder if, God damn it.
Yes, the okra. They probably up there popping it like it's popcorn, watching us.
Man, after that podcast, people were leaving okra recipes in the comments.
Hey.
That's not how you eat them. You eat them like this. I'm like,
is that their favorite snack or something?
No, we did a round table Thursday.
Steve has never had okra.
Oh,
wait, you hadn't either.
Have you had okra?
Oh wait, you had.
No.
Who else hadn't? Somebody else hadn't either. It wasn't just me.
No, I don't eat that.
Was it Hannibal? I don't eat
that. Anyway.
Don't be hating on the okra though.
Oh, Rideshare.
I'm not. I wouldn't hate on something I've never tried. I just thought it was a root, not a fruit.
Like I said, whenever I come to Denver, you're gonna eat okra watermelon and feta.
Oh,
See,
no.
Jackie's with me.
I don't like okra.
Yes,
Sounds
okra's
like
awesome.
I'll eat grits.
Ooh, grits are
Can I
nice.
like
grits in a minute.
can I put some like Cheez-It spray over it or something?
I'll punch you in the throat.
Soy sauce.
Make some real bolognese cheddar or whatever. Make some real stuff, man. I think I said the wrong word.
And what's the difference between grits and cream? The difference between grits and cream of wheat. It's all the fucking same shit.
Cream of wheat's nasty too.
Yeah, I know.
Drone. Drone. We absolutely talked about this in depth, and the people who were under Hitler doing that stuff.
A lot of Germans resented him. Like, what was the movie where like it was
the world resented him?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm talking just Germany.
He might be the most hated.
What was that movie? I can't remember the name of it. They showed it to us in high school. No, there was like some movie where like they were showing the other side, like the people of Germany hated Hitler. Like a lot of them did. And like one of the opening scenes is like these boys going out and like, you know, being little hellraisers, put it away. They pissed
but
on.
then you had to go live between walls like Anne Frank and stuff, and write by candlelight. Like, you couldn't like have a life, you know. You weren't allowed to just like go run your propaganda out where the tanks are. Yeah, you might be able to be where they're not, but they had a way of shipping. I think it was they had a way of shipping you off on trains to a magical
by the way, don't
destination
get a
that was
train
not
ride.
fun. I'm just saying.
Sorry,
I mean,
humor.
honestly, is he? I'm trying to think. Maybe not. But I would think he's the most hated person of all time. Not to everybody.
Honestly, Stalin wasn't any better.
No, I think Donald Trump's got to beat on that. Too. The way
Oh god!
For the world.
For the world,
He created world peace. Yeah. He brokered a huge deal with North Korea.
Everybody hates Donald Trump. Fuck, haven't you seen it? All over the news.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I don't talk about that on that. That's why I muted Bud Soda, and he doesn't know it.
Yeah, I saw it.
The only news I watch is 13
I know,
minutes
this is stuff that
gig
gets taken
economy
down.
news.
Put that little disclaimer down there.
Well, that's the thing. I don't take it down, so that's you can't say it. That's why the Podbean thing exists. Because last night, even if it's not aliens, we'll talk about anything. We don't care.
No. Remember that banner you put last time we had this kind of conversation on here?
Which one?
We don't believe anything we are saying.
Oh yeah.
Just put that disclaimer up. Because that's called parody.
It is, after all, titled Sunday Funday.
Right, I know. You just got to be. I mean, it sucks, dude. But
yeah,
it's not like any of us are in shock here. It sucks. It's not right. It doesn't even matter where you stand on these issues. It's not right. But
we should be able to talk either way. It doesn't matter.
Twitter, YouTube, they're not playing anymore. If you don't like their rules, you can beat it.
Look, calling people, I'm not saying names, the equivalent of Hitler is a disservice. Is a disservice to history. Exactly. Don't do that. Well, people do it. It pisses me off.
Oh yeah, we don't want to get him pissed off because the other night he was saying the F word like every 5 seconds. So.
He actually cusses a lot. Like not even mad.
I'm sick of
like just
crap.
talking
Hopefully
to him.
he comes on tonight and I get to freaking talk to him.
I think he drank way too many energy drinks called fuck. I'll be honest.
Actually, I didn't that day. I had none. I had a 12-ounce coffee in the morning.
Oh shit! We're not supposed to cuss on your thing. My bad.
I think we've already done it.
I mean, yeah. Steve does it all the time, and I'm like, Steve. He's like, oh yeah.
Last Sunday Funday, he was cussing more than me, so you're fine.
Let's watch Bud Soda's sister one more time.
This is why society is dumb. That crap on TikTok.
He said that's your
great.
sister.
That is amazing. How dare you talk about your sister that way?
I think that's the guy you were talking to last night in disguise.
In disguise.
One of my buddies did TikTok. It got like 150,000 shares. It's like it was his most popular ever. His second closest one was like 10,000 shares. It's like it was the dumbest crap that got popular. Like the stuff that would get over, hundreds, was the dumbest shit in the world. That's like, excuse me, dumbest crap in the world. It's like, ugh.
It's like the whole moon landing thing. I think that's a bunch of fake shit. Because you can't tell me that if we were able to go to the moon in 1960 or whatever the fuck it was, that we haven't been able to get to the moon since.
Stop.
Come on, man.
Well, there's no reason to.
I think that's all fake too. I think
it's like the movie Idiocracy.
Hey, we can't say that for you.
Well, first off, like we're a nation of habits. So if you let us do something once, we're gonna do it over and over.
Exactly.
Like we would have been there like every week.
We're also a nation of abusive habits. If we notice
Yeah.
something that, wow, this is awful, see if anybody bites, and everybody bites, we will do it 100 times as bad, 100 times as often. So hey, stepping away from the bad TikToks. This is a very short one. This is a peaceful one. This one's really beautiful. And check out the camera work.
They were if they were able to get on the moon with some rickety ass fucking spaceship, but we got space shuttles, all this, and then we can't even. Come on, man, you can't tell me that shit's real.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We're a nation of habits. If you let us do something once, we're gonna do it over and over and over again.
Yeah. Plus the way that, and I know there's no gravity up there, but I'm not jumping on board that it didn't happen, but the way that the tinfoil crumpled up, like even Roy proved that it can make a circular shape go over your head. I mean, just in the video footage, like there's that piece of like foil for space, and it like goes by in the old footage, and it's like bending. I'm like, I don't know that it wouldn't. Where's it blowing from?
Right, yeah. Like
it should just be floating. Why is it blowing past?
Yeah, somebody would have to throw it or release it. Like,
I don't believe.
And even then, it wouldn't have moved like that. It was like,
right.
It's like a piece of tinfoil went across the set, and they were like, nobody will notice.
Cut. Print.
Send it.
That's a wrap.
I mean, that's a conspiracy hole I've never jumped down, but there's tons of people who talk about that never happened, that it's staged.
I know, like the only one that I can't get behind, the only conspiracy theory I can't get behind is the world's flat. Like that's the only one I just cannot get behind.
Like, that's not a joke. That's real.
Oh, that's some bullshit. Anybody that's fucking dumb that hasn't seen a picture from space of the fucking Earth is going to sit there. Oh, it's flat. You're fucking idiot.
Or anybody that's ever taken their boat around the world, which many have. Like, how's that work? You would have just fallen off the edge.
Yeah. See.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
We can't even get off
They were able to land on the moon, but they can't even shoot a rocket up without blowing it up, like fucking, because it's fucking all erratic and shit.
Well, honestly, Gary, we got a good earful about that, how intense they are about those launches, though, from Tom.
Oh well, no, like they are, like, because I'm down there, and when they're gonna launch something, major, like I watch it and everything like that, and we can actually go to the Space Center and watch it and stuff like that, and we can hear the countdown and things like that. But it's very serious because they don't want anything exploding. So, but right. I mean,
because what was it, the Challenger? Since the Challenger, they've been real careful.
Well, and that's what I get. But I mean, if it's like a hose, I mean, how long does it take to change a hose?
Well, wasn't there one more recently on like re-entry that exploded?
Mm-hmm. The Challenger?
I can't remember. No, the Challenger's on takeoff.
That was the Voyager.
No, yeah, the
The
Challenger
Challenger
was the one that had
because that was
Challenger
had
had
the school
teachers and
teacher.
stuff on it. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
I think
that
it
was on takeoff. There was one on reentry.
That's Voyager, I think. That was Voyager.
yeah. Challenger didn't make it out of the atmosphere.
Yeah, that's because it
Right.
had a big hole in the wing and nobody bothered to check.
And it's because they didn't let the scientists run it. They let a bunch of, they were like
Then
selling
that's what
tickets,
happens when you
almost
get
like
a-
Willy Wonka's factory.
Yeah,
Let's
It's
send
probably-
some other
it's
people up there. Well, shouldn't everybody
those
be
Those are
pretty
big
people
G
qualified?
for you.
those probably the people that are working at DoorDash right now are the ones that were working on that day. They can't fucking do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you can't even do that, there's no way you can tell me you landed on the moon. Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't believe
maybe
it.
DoorDash could start doing Elon Musk deliveries where they just have a rocket go around the globe and just drop food.
I'm gonna be trying. You're
Well,
talking the future. You're
well,
talking the future, buddy.
like Sensei said here though, like, you know, it's been 60 years, but you know, like everybody thinks that every time there's a launch, there's somebody in there, and there's not. You know, we've only had like 100, according to Google here, it's 135 missions that actually carried people to space. So we haven't
Most
had
of
a
it's
whole
just-
lot.
Most of it's just satellites. They just
Yeah.
shoot satellites.
Yeah, satellites and things like that.
Yeah, the Russians have actually launched a lot more. I think it's over 1,000.
Yeah, I'm going NASA though here. So, because we're in America. So, but yeah, we've only had 135 missions and 355 people. That's all.
How does that work? Because there's Russians, Chinese, and us up there. You know, people from select countries. But like how does that work? Like, I imagine the people themselves get along, but as far as the relations with the countries.
I'm hopping
Oh,
off.
I guarantee you that
I
guarantee you every
later, Brian.
person on on those space stations. I guarantee you later, man. I guarantee you every person is best friends and has each other's backs to the T, man.
Oh yeah.
I
I don't think
mean,
there's any fighting up on them space stations. Like that's
even
life
if there's
and death
fighting going on in the
stuff.
countries,
Yeah.
dude, they are not. They're worried about what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, if you're gonna get together, it shouldn't be to work against each other. It's to try and figure stuff out because we have limited time and resources up there.
It's bullshit.
Maximo's working.
Told you.
You need to stay away from
That's because he just flipped the light switch, bro. I just saw him. He went. You should put like a bunch on your back wall there, Gary.
Just how much?
Just
Label
people's
them.
names.
We just gotta wonder, did the aliens give us autonomous car technology?
Well, Elon Musk is an alien.
I hope not, because it doesn't work. I hope they got like a refund policy.
So what it was is like the aliens sent us their junior engineer, like the very bottom engineer that they have, like the
We're
one
not
barely
even.
passed
Or they're
school.
like, dude, send them that version that we did like 4,000 years ago. Remember that one that doesn't work at all and hits people and stuff? Give them that. Say it works.
Roy isn't American. What the fuck am I then? Roy ain't American. Roy's all American.
Yeah,
And
Roy's
he
a
said, if you
hamburger.
don't agree
Man. What are you
with it,
talking
he'll
about?
show you 8 inches of American.
Shit.
What?
Goddamn, who's not
Sorry.
respecting the stream?
Sorry,
Oh,
I thought I was
yeah.
muted.
Yeah. Let me fix that.
You gotta start respecting the stream more.
He goes, whoa, why are we using that? Let's go back to pens, paper, and dial-up phones. We need
Not
bleep.
even. Let's go back to. You know what? Punish everybody. Throw all the smartphones away. Go back to rotary phones. That's it.
Oh, dude, you cripple
those
everybody.
phones-
I know how to use one, but most people don't.
Those phones pissed me off because if you
I think you can
misdial,
look at it
you
and
start
if you
over.
can't look at a rotary phone and figure it out, you must be woke. Just kidding. I mean, honestly,
I remember.
I mean, it's got numbers and a dial and a stop point. If you can't figure that out,
Is it?
See,
I don't think anyone here is young enough
Everything you guys are bringing up just reminds me of gig workers, dude. Like rotary phones.
Rotary
talking about
phones
that.
remind them of
Right.
gig workers.
What the hell?
Like
There's no
don't know how
reason
to
that
hit
should
it.
remind you of a
Yeah.
gig worker.
Yeah, I know, right?
They don't know how to hit
Well-
accept and decline. Accept and decline. They don't know how to do that right. They don't put them on, man. Give them here.
I mean, when we had rotary phones, I remember at my grandma's house, she had this one that, and I think this was pretty common. It was like puke orange or yellow. It was like the worst color, and it was pretty common. But it had like a 4,000 foot cord. Like you could go to any room in the house and take the damn phone with you. And it still had a cord plugged into the rotary that was in the kitchen on the wall. But it was like somehow that we knew to have really long cords.
Yeah, but mine, it went all the way around my house.
Then we got the cordless phone. Oh, fix it. I still got two beepers. Who was talking about beepers? I still got two beepers.
Sensei said we should.
What can you even
go
do
back
with
to
a beeper
pagers.
now? I mean, if you even take it into a store and you're like, activate this, and like, I don't know what is
No,
that?
doctors still
You
use
know,
them. Doctors
just
have
activate
them.
it, man. Really? Yeah, I guess they do. But I mean, but they're probably not the ones Roy has. Like, I want Roy to walk in with his and go, yeah, I want to have this activated.
Roy's got some bomb ass. Roy's got one that's like Motorola. It's the red one, and I got a Motorola green one. That's a pimp ass one. Mine were pimp.
Right, but they're still.
You can still get them. You can still get them at pagersdirect.net.
Yeah.
How much are they? Like $1?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out here.
Or
Well, I mean, they got the different types of ones and stuff. So,
but you have to buy a phone line and stuff, and you gotta.
They got alphanumeric pagers and like.
Trying to think, where are mine?
Two-way pagers.
You know, like voice pagers for the deaf would be good, or the blind.
Yeah, like I know a doctor, and he still has a pager. And I asked him, I said, "Do you actually use that?" He goes, "No. It's just in case, like emergencies and stuff, and say if the cell towers are backed up or something like that, they can page him real quick. But most of his stuff either comes over the speaker on the hospital or directly to his phone."
See, I would have, if I had a pager and I was a doctor, I'd have it on this side, I'd have a little button on this side that made it buzz or beep. And if I was like operating and I didn't know what I was doing, I'd just push it and be like, I gotta go. Let's get another doctor to fill in.
Gotta go. These things are expensive. $71. Like,
wow.
What?
Yeah.
Like, that's with service. $71.80 with service.
For how long?
I'm guessing a month worth of service.
I'm guessing a year. You get the pager and that for a year.
Oh, 3 months. 3 months.
Okay.
So
Still
3 months
expensive.
of service for $71.80. Yeah, that's still expensive.
I mean,
I mean, just the fact that they still even have them is. I've never even thought about a pager since I was a kid.
yeah.
See what Amazon's got them for.
I'm gonna check on my son. I'll be back in 5 minutes or
Okay.
2 minutes. Oh, Roy put up a nipple, I think, or a pancake.
I think that's his picture of his nipple.
What? Why does he have a second nipple right next to it?
I don't know. He's deformed. He's an alien, man.
Oh, I gotta change that picture. My bad. I was fucking around with William Anderson. You always know shrimp and shit.
It's not Roy's nipple.
Oh, it's
Okay, I'll
Willie's
be back.
nipple. Then we got questions of why does Roy have a picture of Willie's nipples? Everybody just left me here. What the hell? Jackie, are you from Florida? I feel if you know about okra, you're from the South somewhere. Yeah, no, the answering machine was crazy, right? You go over there and you record it like 10 times, try and get the perfect one. Somebody talk in the background, you'd be mad, have to restart. Cell phones had video games, Aaron? My cell phone didn't have no
Yeah, I
Snake
had
on
an
it.
old phone that did. It was a dumb phone.
No, old phone, yeah. Oh, cell phones. I was thinking pagers, yeah. Yeah, I remember that too, Aaron.
It was like the old ones had Snake, didn't they?
Yeah, those. But they were unbreakable too. But Sutter, what day of the week do you take off?
Tuesday typically, if not Monday. But
Yeah, Lisa,
I want to at
says
least
she's out
wake
there
up and go
Rideshare.
out for dinner. I need it badly. I gotta stack up my bills for a car, bro.
You said your Maximo's working again though.
Oh, I can't hit the settings button.
Why can't you hit the settings button?
Like to adjust my, acceptance, like minimum acceptance, because I want to change it to 5, but it won't let me.
You want to change it to what?
$5. Right now it's set at 6.
Oh, why can't you change your settings then?
It won't let me hit it. That's what I was trying to show on camera earlier. I don't know why. No idea. Come on. Skip scanning. Items correct.
Yeah, I think it's user error too, Sensei.
I sit there and spam the button. What else can I do? I did everything you told me.
I don't know. I can change my settings.
I don't know. Is there an update in the Play Store that I just missed?
I don't know. Go look. You know how many updates I put out? Oh yeah.
I'm used to most of my apps auto updating, but sometimes they don't. So.
Keyword spam. Roy, you still there?
What?
Do you not work Domino's on the weekend?
No, not at all. Monday through Friday.
Oh, you tell them, you're like, hell no, I ain't working no weekends.
No, I don't work Domino's on the weekends.
Like, that's my gig work time.
I don't even get it. Yeah, I gotta start my gig work here too. I love doing that so much. I love doing gig work so much. I know everybody's so worried about when's Roy gonna dust? When's Roy gonna dust again? Good Lord.
Yeah, you gotta do gig work, Roy. Jeez.
Thing to see Roy die. Like, it's gonna be a...
Dang, this place is busy.
Yeah, I'm about to go to the gym with my son. I'm getting him ready for the Navy. He's got to learn how to run 1.5 miles. Do a whole bunch of push-ups.
Yeah, I'm hanging with my boy today too. So we got about 15 minutes left for me to make it 2 hours. So what do we got for one topic? We need one topic.
When's Roy gonna dash again?
Hey, let me take that nipple off there. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
I can't really think of something.
That was the William Anderson nipple thing.
I hate being in stores like this because it makes me want to eat bad.
Goddamn, well, you've been on here almost 2 hours already?
Yeah, time flies.
That's why. Yeah, at 2 hours.
That's why our Sundays sometimes we'll look at we'll be like 6 hours in and we're like, geez, what happened?
All right, I'm thinking about upgrading my cell phone. So do any of you guys either have the Note 20 Ultra or the S22 Ultra?
No, I got the S22, but not the Ultra.
All right.
What is the difference?
Size.
Roy, I was trying to say last night, I don't know if you heard me, but like S8's upgraded to the S20 platform, and I got an S9 Plus. You're probably like a Plus better. I think you'd like that one. Like you could probably buy a way cheaper phone that still is functioning really good. It still has a nice camera and stuff, you know.
Well, I'm not worried about the camera. I don't give a fuck about the camera. That shit.
No, I'm just
you see this.
Wait,
I gotta point this out. You see this comment from Sensei? I'm not fancy. Come on, Sensei. You dress nicer than almost everybody on YouTube. You care about how you look. It matters to you.
Well, they have the S22 Plus, the S22 regular. So
yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. Jackie has
the
the S22 Ultra.
Yeah.
Jackie has.
I mean, my thing would be whatever. If one of them makes it free on your plan and you're really not losing that much, I kind of shop that way sometimes. So.
Well, they're not. These are the flagship ones, so they won't ever be free. I don't think.
Well, but I mean, like they'll be less. One will be less than the others, and I guess I would make them.
The Note 20 Ultra is like $200 less than the S22 Ultra.
See, and that's what would matter to me. What does that $200 get me for my life? I know that it might have some features on the phone, but is it worth it to me, my life?
Like the Notes are known for battery overheating, and you already have that problem being when it's hot there. I wouldn't go for that.
I have an issue with battery overheating because I'm working out in 115-degree weather. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying it's more so with those.
Yeah, he has an overheating problem because he lives in Vegas, man. I wear the same thing. Look at even your. Oh, come on, man. I was giving you a compliment. I wasn't calling you metrosexual, which is even still a compliment.
I think since they still wearing his medium shirts from when he was 15 years old, got all tight and shit, and yeah, I don't.
No, Sensei, do you just got that one outfit that you just pull out, put on for the live stream, and take it off, put it back up?
Yeah.
But he's full of it. And then, I mean, we all love him, but he's full of it too because he travels around and he cares how he looks when he travels. I see his vlogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing. It's not a diss.
Sometimes I think Sensei shops at Baby Gap. Really, I think he shops at Baby Gap sometimes. Some of the shirts I've seen him in, I'm like,
get so tight the nipples
what
are
the
showing.
fuck, dude? Exactly. Like, what the fuck, dude?
He just wants to show off his push-ups, man. He been doing
Called
a lot
muscle
of them.
shirts. Oh yeah, he did like dozens and dozens of push-ups the other night when people were like doing a contest and giving him super chats to do more.
Yeah, that's part of his game shows.
Yeah, I think he shops at the Baby Gap sometimes.
I don't know. So I wait to go in there, and then like I wait till the very last minute. He's like, "All right, I'm about to shut it off," and then I'd like make him do like 50 push-ups.
Well, this shirt's meant for a fit shoulder, and look at my fat body.
Are you at one of the Instacart approved partners? Are you at
Dollar Tree? Yes.
Are you a Container Store or what's the other crap?
Dollar Tree.
Staples. Or...
$10 Instacart, and I got a $11 stack on DoorDash.
See, just buy
12,
smaller
excuse me.
shirts, Roy. You save on gym memberships.
What about the gym
You
membership?
just noticed that was at a Dollar Tree, bro?
He says
No,
Sensei
he's saying just buy a smaller shirt, and that way you don't have to go to the gym.
Right.
Oh.
You look buffer.
Oh man.
So you can see he wants to show off his nipples. You just be like William Anderson, don't wear a shirt. Everybody can see the nipples.
I've seen you do more than 20 push-ups. I don't know about last night, but I've seen you do more.
I can't do one.
Whenever people get in there and he has to do hundreds and hundreds a night.
You can't bullshit. You can't do one push-up.
Speaking of boot camp, they'll let you do push-ups, and if it's like they don't consider it full, they won't tell you, and they'll say you did one, and you think you did like 25.
You can't do one. Funny.
I'm not even sure if I can do one. I think I could do one. I could probably.
Everybody can do one push-up.
Come on, dude. One is like laying down and getting up.
Well, mine is my joints are fucked up. So
you could do one though. Everybody could do one.
I think I could do at least one.
Yeah, my elbow's messed up. Thanks.
We're gonna have to do a fit challenge.
To do what? Everybody try one push-up?
Apparently so, because we're some
I could, but it's really pain.
The bar is really low, guys. You just got to do one.
It's just that my joints are messed up, so I can't. It's hard for me to do that.
No, we'll just start out with one a week and work our way up. By the end of the year, everybody be at 52. See, there you go.
When I was in high school, I could do a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, see, everybody does one push-up after getting off Susie after boom boom time.
I remember in high school, I was 255 pounds in high school, had a 56-inch chest, 32-inch waist. I could bench press 420 pounds, and I had a squat of about 650 in high school.
But you were a big wrestler too, right?
I did track and field.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you did wrestling too.
No, I did. In high school, I did soccer, baseball, and track and field.
Okay.
I did football.
And if you've never pulled both groin muscles at one time, you don't know what pain is. Oh my goodness,
dude! Don't I'm gonna I got a good little thing.
Or drop a 12-pound.
This is not fun, you guys. So I had an incident where I had a hernia, but I got there and I found out I had a double hernia, both sides. If you've never done that, try ripping through that flesh on the front. Oh my God, dude. I had to have like all that stuff that they put in there. My cousin did it too. He had a single one and he had his mesh recalled.
Yeah, I dropped a 12-pound shot put on. I dropped a 12-pound shot put on my toes once. That fucking hurt like shit.
Yeah, I've broken.
And then I did it one time. I went to do the shot put. You guys know how you throw a shot put, right?
Right.
Dude, I snapped these fingers all the way back to my wrist. It hurt so. I was like, whoops. Oh goddamn, dude, that's just painful.
I thought the shot put, you have your thumb tucked under.
It depends on how you hold it. You can hold it like with 4 fingers like this, or you can do it this way. So it'll rest on these 2 fingers and then here. Or if you do it this way, pretty much this way, you got it all in the cup of your hand, kind of.
Right, you probably have more control with the 3.
It depends on how you do it. If you're I was a spinner when I did your shot put. You have the kickers and then you have the spinners. So a lot of times it just depends on what you work. Then I threw the discus one time into the bleachers and smacked somebody with the fucking discus one time. Fucking hilarious.
I love our age of growing up, Roy, when we didn't have safety nets and stuff.
Yeah, there was no safety back then, man. The bleachers were right alongside the fucking yeah. So when it went, woo.
Can you imagine like in that era having a cell phone? Like people would have been dead because you had to like literally be involved in whatever was going on in the field, or else you were going to get hit with something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's
now
why we're not allowed.
Now everybody's
to
down on their phones. They don't care because there's protection for them. And
yeah, that's why you can't do the javelin here, so people don't get stabbed when somebody throws it. You can't do that
here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
I've seen some
different times,
shit.
man. Different times. I mean, the way they dissect sports now, it's not like we haven't known it. You know, it's people just choose to play sports. Let them.
Yeah, I've seen people like it.
Do everything you can to be safe.
Love when I time things right.
I've seen people when they're inside throwing the discus and it lets loose and it bounces off the cage and down there decapitates motherfuckers. I've seen it all, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm pretty embarrassed. I broke my nose once playing racquetball. I ran into the wall.
Oh no shit.
The hell?
Dude, I don't know if you ever
you're looking at the ball and not.
No, man, because I get pretty intense with sports. I get pretty intense, man. You know, I don't even have to be as good as the person I'm playing. I'm very intense. I'm in the game. I'm there, and I just went for it, dude. And I hit my face on the wall and broke my nose. You know, it's like it's
I've only broke my nose
guys.
once. You might. I don't know if you can see it on camera. There's like a little bump there.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, it was fun though. High school sports were fun. I don't know. Still, I still think real life is more deadly. I was walking to my car the other day. I don't know if you guys ever seen my keys.
That's too poor for sports.
It's fucking. Damn, it took myself out.
That means buying cleats, buying uniforms.
I have the knot on the end of my lanyard. Had this knot on the end of my lanyard. So I was walking back after a delivery, swinging this motherfucker, dude. I caught myself dead in my nuts. Like boom. Where's she gonna go? Just grab me some. I don't care. Combo of some kind. Yeah, I was swinging this bitch, and it caught me dead ass in my nuts, man. I was like, oh my god. This whole week has been horrible for me, dude. I smashed my leg in my car door. I fucking missed a step going down some stairs. Damn near ate shit. I fucking smacked myself in the nads. I've been a bad week for me this week. Crazy.
Yeah, you shouldn't tell the other people that, because you and I are just over 50. Most of them aren't. We should like hide that stuff and tell them we don't ever do that.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I just have a bad week, man. Just doing all kinds of dumb shit, like just not paying attention. I got 2 complaints this week. I was like, oh my god, complaints?
You get complaints? Never.
Oh no shit. Yeah, I got 2 this week. It's all good. If I don't get at least 1 a week, they think something's wrong with me. So I gotta get at least 1. I'm not doing good service by Domino's if I don't get at least 1 complaint.
At the end of a good week, he calls one in on himself.
Yeah, right. Calling in on myself, like I just do the asshole. I don't think I have to. They come naturally like that.
He's like, don't worry, I got enough of them.
Right, I got organic complaints, bro.
Did you guys ever see that one picture of that one complaint I got because I drew on the guy's box? Have you ever seen that picture?
I don't know.
Yeah, the guy's like, it was a $40 order and he tipped me $2. But on the receipt, he's like, draw something cool on the box. I'm like, okay. So I'll show you what I drew on the box. This is what I drew on the box. Oh, here.
$2 tip, LOL. That's fun.
So I drew that on his box. And so he put it on Twitter. And then he called and complained. About it.
You should have been like, that's how the boxes come, bro.
You said draw something cool on the You said draw something cool on the box, so I drew something what I thought was cool on the box. Big smiley face.
You should have just got a naked picture of his wife or something and put that on the inside of the box. Been like, is that cool?
Yeah.
$2 tip, man.
Yeah. So
But
And
okay,
then
guys.
He called up complaining. I put what the Domino's recommended. I'm like, fuck out of here. Lying ass.
I know Gary has to go to the gym. I'm normally the guy going out to work out or hike or do something with my son. I'm doing nothing like that today. We're just chilling here at the house.
Lazy. Why are you so lazy, man? Jeez.
Because I can be today. What are you talking about? I never am. Dude, and
No,
I get
like,
up I get up pathetic. Roy probably gets this. Like hiking here, you can't just go at noon. You can't just wing it.
Right.
Like you got to plan. You got to go early in the morning or in the early evening because you got to avoid the heat. I mean, it's just too much, you know? So, I mean, like we plan those things. We go out before the sun even breaks. So
yeah, no,
normally that is what I do. And
I'm going to start doing the mining stuff here real soon. Probably the next 2 weeks. Start going out there again. Temperature's going down. So.
Yeah, nice. I'm all about. I was talking to you about that stuff, and I'm starting to get back out because the heat wave's gone. As far as I can tell, I know it's supposed to go back up a little, but I don't think it's gonna get back to how bad it was. Not Vegas bad, but pretty bad.
Like, what is your guys' heat wave? 90 degrees? Like,
no, so the last 8 days until before yesterday, the 8 days prior was 98 to 103.
Oh my goodness.
For 8 days in a row. Now we dropped 27 degrees yesterday.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I only had 2 days like that here.
The last week we were 113 to 115 for 7 days.
Oof.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
like
awful, but at least
constantly here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, there's just something about, I mean, like even 100, dude, even when you live and you get acclimated to Vegas, yeah, that's really, really hot, but it's still like, if I went there, it'd be way worse. To me, 103 feels like probably what 113 feels like to Roy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this shouldn't be this hot. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, dude, I was sitting here when it was 102 and freaking AC fully cranked. Some jerk off people were sitting there under the shade tree, sitting in their car instead of the comfortable cold restaurant eating. No idea why. So I was sitting there in the freaking direct sun with the AC full blast. I mean, it works good, but only so good for me. I could just imagine how bad it is over there. Frick that. Woo. But then I started half in the sweat because I got flooded with freaking Walmart orders for freaking ice cream.
It's all relevant anyway, man. I would take 103 degrees here in Denver over 90 degrees where you are with complete humidity any day. So I can't deal with humidity.
Humidity's
horrid. It's humid here right now.
Yeah, humidity makes, I mean, at 90 degrees it can be worse. It just makes it the worst. But hey guys, we're over 2 hours, so busting out, closing, shutting shop, locking up. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll see you throughout the week, I'm sure. And yeah, take care everybody. Peace.